Welcome back to the Old Soul Millennial channel. In today's video I'm going to show you how to cut a really high tree limb without hiring a professional tree company. Now, before we get any further, do this at your own risk. We are going to be dealing with high branches. Definitely don't attempt this if the branch is overhanging your house, some power lines, a car, the neighbor's fence, anything like that. So just be very careful and understand that this branch will come crashing down. So it's a good idea to wear a hard hat and just be prepared for that. So again, attempt this at your own risk. Now, in order to do this, we're going to need a high tree trimming kit. And with that kit, you basically get a double-sided chain. So there's cutter teeth on the top side as well as the bottom side of the chain. You get 2 pieces of rope, these attached to the chain, and these are what we're going to use to actually saw this. Yes, this is going to be a manual operation, so it's important that you got some strength. Also included in the kit, there's a couple different style handles. There's hard plastic ones as well as these nylon straps. There's a couple of small carabiners. I'm not sure if these connect to the chain or if these connect between the rope and the handle. I think these are going to connect to the chain. So that's the kit. Now, in order to get that kit up over the branch, you're going to have to figure out how to get a pull line or a string up over that one particular branch. Now, you could get creative. You could tie a rock to a piece of cotton string, whatever you have. But if you're somebody that plans to do a lot of this trimming, or if you plan to cut down a lot of trees, I'd recommend you kind of go with the system that I use. So first things first, I have a couple of these professional arborist throw weights. This is a 14 ouncer. This is what I use most of the time, but I also have an 18 ounce throw weight as well. And this is connected to a specialist arborist throw line, which this is really good at holding up to a lot of abrasion because this goes over a lot of limbs. There's a lot of friction there, so I've had this for a few years now, and this string is incredible. It's a little bit expensive, but if you plan to do this a lot, I'd recommend you get one of these as opposed to using just a piece of regular cotton string. Aside from that, this is optional, but this is going to make the job a lot easier. You may want to think about getting something like this. Now, this is a giant slingshot. This is actually called the Big Shot Slingshot. Basically what happens, this throw weight gets received into the pouch of this slingshot. Basically, I stand back, line my shot up, and I shoot this throw weight and throw line up over the branch that I want to hit. And this is just a really accurate way of getting that string up over that. Now, if you can't afford that, or you can't justify spending $150 or whatever it is for the Big Shot, you can get by with just a throw weight and a piece of cotton string. So the technique for that is, of course, you want to tie the string onto the throw weight. Next thing you're going to want to do is pass the string through the loop of the throw weight, and you're going to want to make a cradle. So, of course, flake out all your string, and basically the technique for this is you swing this between your legs and you look for the branch where you want to hit, and then this is going to take a few tries to get this right, but then when you're ready to launch it, you just bend your knees and let it go, and that'll get you by most of the time. If you're trying to cut a branch that's like, I don't know, above 40 feet, then you're probably going to be looking at getting some type of slingshot or something that can throw that projectile weight or that throw weight up over the specific branch. So, you know, take it for what it is, but those are the basics of how we need to get this system up over the branch. Now, here's the tree I'm going to be working on. Now, I'd really like to cut this leader, as well as a piece of this. But if I can cut just this piece today, I'd be pretty happy with that. So the first thing I need to do, line up my slingshot along with the throw weight, and I'm going to be shooting for probably around that notch right there. I'm going to try and get the string through that notch, and then we'll get to stringing up the chain. Alright, so I do have that string up over the branch that I want it over. The only problem is when I shot it with the slingshot, I went over a couple other branches that I didn't want. So imagine this is the branch, my arm. So the throw weight shot up over the branch, but it's over a few other branches over here. So what I need to do now is pull the string back over the branch. Well, not completely over the branch, but I need to pull that weight back up close to where the branch is, and then I'm going to let out the string and allow that weight to drop back down so that string is only over the branch and the trunk that I want. If that makes sense. Alright, so hopefully at this point you have your string up over the limb that you want to hit. And I'd highly recommend that you try and do this either in the winter time, late fall, or early spring before there's any foliage on the trees. Otherwise you're going to have a real hard time seeing what you're trying to do, what you're trying to hit. So now, this paracord stuff that they included in the kit, it's only about 20 feet long. It's not going to be long enough for what I need. So thankfully I had some paracord laying around. So if you are planning on cutting limbs higher than 20 feet, I'd really recommend you buy some paracord or some good, I don't know, some good heavy duty nylon cordage, something like that. So what I need to do now is I need to attach this paracord, which is going to be attached to that chain, to my pole line or my string. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to utilize something called a clove hitch. So I'm going to make a half hitch, second half hitch right next to it, take the second half hitch, put it behind the first half hitch, take my string, put it through both the loops, and then pull tight. And that is clove hitch. And then also I like to do another half hitch or two going down the line. So I'll take my finger, wrap it around my finger, follow my finger back out. So what that does, that it just attaches the pull line to the string, and now that's not going anywhere. So I'll take the other end of the string and I'll just pull. We're just going to get that paracord up over the branch. Alright, so I have the paracord up over the branch I want to cut. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to tie, it's called the double figure eight. So you want to take a bite of rope, wrap it around your finger once, wrap it around again, and then go through the opposite way where your finger just was. I mean, there's better instructional videos on how to do that online, but that's what a basic double figure eight looks like. So what we're going to do now, we're going to take one of the provided carabiners, go through this double figure eight loop. We're going to attach that to one of the eyelets on the chain. There it goes. Alright, so it did make it, but just tolerances aren't pretty terrible. Okay. We'll be very careful with that chain. Make sure it doesn't hit anything. We have our nice string. So the other end of my paracord, I'm going to make the same thing. Double figure eight. Carabiner. Attach it to the other eyelet on the chain. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is get ready to start pulling this chain up over the branch. So I don't want this chain to hit any of the rocks. So I'm going to kind of keep it up off the ground if I can. We'll start carefully pulling this up. Alright, the chain is officially over where I want it to be. I'm going to start sawing away here. And I gotta say the chain's actually working real well so far. No problems. Handles are doing a real nice job. I can see some good chips coming out. Now at this point you gotta be careful. Remember that this thing's gonna fall. We're not sure where it's gonna fall. Getting a little bit jammed up. Nothing too bad. There it goes. There it goes. Going right for the camera. Haha. Oh, nice. Oh, we got a problem. It's chain's kind of stuck, and the piece is half lodged up in another tree. So I think I'm going to have to climb that other tree to dislodge that piece. Alright, I'm exhausted. Let me try and close out this video. So did this kit work? Yes. Did things fail? Yes. Those plastic handles, wherever they are now, useless. They'll tear right apart. The handles that worked out the best were these orange nylon ones. Now, this is not the cordage that came with the kit. You're going to need more cordage unless you're cutting a branch that's only, I don't know, 15 feet up. I'd recommend using some type of paracord. I think paracord's generally rated for 550 pounds, and that'll do you just fine. Now, what made my job extremely difficult was that the leaders that I was trying to cut were vertical. They weren't horizontal or parallel with the ground. If you were just using this kit to cut a branch that's parallel to the ground, I have no doubt in my mind that this would go right through that branch and it'd be really easy and you wouldn't have many problems. But if you're trying to do something like I'm doing, where you're trying to fish up a little tiny throw weight up into a very specific area with a lot of branches, and you're trying to cut something that is growing vertically, you're going to need some other tools at your disposal probably to accomplish this task. Slingshot, invaluable. Having at least one throw weight, invaluable. Having that really strong abrasive resistant arborist throw line, that was really needed. Also, another thing to consider is if you're cutting a vertical leader, when you're using that chain, I'd try and wrap the chain around the back side. Like if the vertical leader was leaning this way, I'd try and have the chain cut this way. If you try and have the chain around on the lean side, what'll happen, you'll start that chain, it'll start cutting through that branch or chunk of tree, whatever you're trying to cut through, and then what's going to happen, the weight of that leader and gravity is going to pinch that chain, and then you might as well throw out the kit because you're never going to be able to get that chain out of there. So you got to be smart about how you use this kit. That's why I was saying if you have a horizontal branch and you're just cutting over the top, it's going to work out just fine, because as you cut through that curve, the branch is going to break away and break away and break away, and you're going to continue to have space for that chain as you cut through. As where again, if you're trying to cut through the lean side on a vertical leader, it's not going to work. I can guarantee that. So really, most of the components in this kit are worthless aside from the nylon handles. But I think the most valuable part about this kit is this double-sided chain. I gotta say, this chain is pretty perfect in that where they have the rakers cut or rakers set, right? Because when we're talking about chain, we have rakers and then we have cutter teeth. And if the raker teeth are filed down too low, then these teeth are gonna cut really aggressively, and you're gonna have a hell of a time trying to pull this through the curve of the cut. But I have to say, I think this chain is filed perfectly. It's not too aggressive. It's just aggressive enough. It's to the point where you can pull it through the cut without getting it jammed if you don't have any external factors. And it cuts quite efficiently, being what it is. So that double-sided chain is really what makes this kit. For all the things I'm talking about and all the things I've used in the video, I'll leave links down in the description below. But the other thing I'll say too is, if you're trying to do something difficult like what I had to do here, you'll see in one of the last clips prior to me talking here that I actually had to attach that limb to the back of the truck and yank it down the rest of the way, because that chain ended up getting stuck as that piece kind of fell over, that leader fell over, and that chain was kind of pinched there. So, you know, just again, when you're doing something complicated like what I'm trying to do, you got to be prepared. Try and have as many tools at your disposal as possible. An extra piece of throwaway rope, perhaps a come along, a car, or well, a truck, something low gear, just something that you can pull if you absolutely have to. But for the most part, 99, or I'd say probably 95% of the time, if you're cutting a horizontal limb, this kit's going to be absolutely fine for anything under 15 feet. So I think that's enough yabbering on. I'm done for the day, but save that for later on during the week. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.